York and Proviso West. At this time, we'd like to take a moment to honor our 5 incredible seniors and their accomplishments inside and outside of our program. On behalf of the coaching staff and the athletic department, I want to thank these young athletes for being role models to their peers, dedicated student athletes, and an absolute pleasure to watch on the court wearing York green the past 4 years. You've made everyone in this gym proud and shown what it takes to me and what it takes to be a York Duke. Happy senior night and congrats to our graduating class of 2020. Our first athlete we'd like to recognize is number 1, Sydney. Sydney is planning to attend the University of Oklahoma or Kentucky to study to be a physical therapist. Sydney has been such a hard worker and leader within her program. She is the definition of an outstanding teammate and demonstrates sportsmanship and grit every single day. Her favorite basketball memory is when she was able to start the last game of her sophomore year despite a torn ACL. Her fellow seniors would describe her as smiley, protective, bubbly, and a dancing queen. Outside of basketball, Sydney is also a dominant force on the softball field, earning all conference honors. She's also part of York's National Honor Society. Sydney would like the underclassmen to remember to live in the moment. Best of luck to Sydney next fall, and thank you for your contributions to the program. Our next athlete we'd like to recognize is number 5, Megan George. Megan's plans include attending the University of Kentucky to pursue a degree in nursing next fall. Her dream job is to practice nursing in an emergency room setting. Megan has been committed to helping her team on and off the court for the past 4 seasons as a Duke basketball player. She's an outstanding leader, essential part of our team's success. Megan loves the game of basketball and shows every single day. Megan's favorite basketball memory is the Christmas party at Schwartz's house. The other members of this graduating basketball class would describe Megan as goofy, hilarious, relatable, and carefree. Megan's very involved off the basketball court as well. She's part of NHS, the National Technical Honor Society. She's an ambassador, a freshman mentor, a hospital volunteer, a junior foundation board member, and captain for Relay for Life. Megan will be significantly missed next year. We cannot wait to hear about her college experience. Best of luck, Megan. Our next athlete we'd like to recognize is number 11, Carly Schwartz. Carly has dreams to attend either Clemson or University of Wisconsin-Madison. She wants to continue her studies and hopefully land a job as a biomedical engineer. Any Duke basketball fan knows that Carly is quite the three-point shooter and has not only brought points to the scoreboard, but also exciting moments with her deep three-point shot throughout her years in the Campbell Gym. Her basketball memory is Sidney Fugelsang yelling at Coach Collins during halftime of the game versus Oak Park and laughing with her teammates continuously about it. Off the basketball court, Carly enjoys reading, petting dogs, completing word searches, and participating in the Young Politicians Club. Carly's basketball friends would describe her as inspirational genius, motherly, and mom of the group. Carly, your gorgeous three-pointers will be missed next year, as well as your positivity. We wish you the best of luck and as you finish out your senior season. Next up is 21, Bridget Lewis. Psychology degree from either Miami University in Ohio or Indiana University with her goal to land a dream job down the road as a clinical psychologist. Bridget has been quite the athlete and defensive rock star for the Dukes the past few years with her aggressive nature and quick speed. Her favorite basketball memory is Sarah Kesserling getting knocked to the ground through the gym curtain at practice and taking a long break to laugh at her teammates. When asked to describe Bridget in one word, the other seniors said Bridget is emotional, full of love, silly, relatable, and soft-hearted. Bridget participates in the National Honor Society, brings her athleticism to the soccer field as a multi-year varsity player for the Dukes and her travel program. I wish Bridget the best in the next steps and cannot wait to watch her finish her athletic career at York. Congratulations, Bridget. Last but not least is number 22, Sarah Chrissinger. deciding between three amazing colleges to attend next fall. She plans to study nursing and pursue a career as a nurse practitioner. Sarah's been an asset to the York girls basketball program. She earned all-conference, all-area honors during her junior year. In addition, she earned all-tournament for the Thanksgiving tournament, player of the game at Kip Hoop Fest, and Suburban Life Player of the Week. Her favorite basketball memory is winning the York Thanksgiving tournament for the first time and watching game videos of Megan Juneman continuously fall on the court throughout the season. Outside of basketball, Sarah is part of NHS, a varsity soccer player, and has a passion for knitting. Fellow seniors would describe her as entertaining, crazy, comical, and driven. Best of luck to Sarah and congratulations on all your basketball. Thank you to all members of our graduating class. This amazing group of seniors has collected a total of 88 wins and still counting in their basketball careers at York.
And we welcome you. Back-to-back nights, the York Lady Dukes victorious last night over the Lake Park Lancers, 57-34 the win. Tonight is senior night, and the Dukes will be taking on the Lady Panthers of Proviso West.
Congratulations, number 12, Jemiah Tate. Congratulations, number 15, Nikki Seabrook. And congratulations, number 32, Mila Chop. And now before starting lineups, you would stand for the national anthem. Number 12, Jemiah Tate. Number 13, Charity Anderson. And number 22, Jocelyn Simons-Doxey. The Lady Panthers are coached by Coach Ken. And now for the home team on the scoreboard tonight, your Dukes of York. Starting in the guard, that's senior number 1, Sydney Dukes. And another guard, another senior number 5, Megan George. And guard, another senior number 11, Carly Schwartz. And guard, another senior number 21, Bridget Post. And at guard, another senior 22, Sarah Kissinger. The Dukes are coached by Mr. Brandon Collins.
And as we mentioned, senior night. So the Dukes going with an all-senior starting lineup consisting of Sarah Kissinger, Sydney Fugel's gang, Bridget Lose, Megan George, and Carly Schwartz. And as mentioned before, Dukes with a huge win over Mrs. Basketball and the Lake Park Lancers yesterday in a 57-34 win. As we get set, Sarah Kissinger to jump for the Dukes. Dukes, Panthers, here we go. Won by the Dukes, Carly Irene Schwartz on the take, and we go to work. Starting with Sydney Fugel's gang. She surveys, looking around, gives now up to Schwartz. Schwartz slows things down, back to Fugel's gang. She looks, gives it to George. George looking, brings it out, now back to Fugel's gang. Strong defense here from the Panthers early. Directing traffic, now gives it out to Lose. Bridget Lose gives back to Fugel's gang. Fugel's gang has a taste, now gives it Schwartz. Schwartz 3-ball on the way, and that's how we're going to start the night. Carly Schwartz for 3. Strong start for the Dukes. Now Jocelyn Simmons and the Panthers to go to work. Simmons trying to drive. Was going to take the jumper, gives it up. Now Asia Flowers. Flowers guarded by Fugles Gang. Will look around. Now gives outside in the corner and driving. Going up, that was Jemiah Tate. She can't do it, and back to the left come the Dukes. Fugles Gang to Los. Now to the corner, back to Schwartz, where she hit that 3 ball just moments ago. Inside, outside, hey, let's do it again. Schwartz for 3, that one off the mark into Los. Now she gives a Fugles Gang. Gang is going to miss that jumper. Ball on the floor, rebounded by George. She goes back inside. Schwartz draws the foul. That one will come on number 13, Charity Anderson. And just like that goes Carly Schwartz to the charity stripe. 6.5 to go in the first quarter if you're just joining us. Carly Schwartz with the 3 to start things off with a bang. And Schwartz is going to hit the first on that one. Dukes with an early 4-0 advantage, trying to make it 5 to Schwartz for the second free throw. Got that one. So that foul on Charity Anderson will be her first and the team's first. Only a minute and a half into this ball game. Now come the Panthers up ahead. Looking. Great defense from Fugles Gang. She'll be called on the foul. That one drawn by Jocelyn Simmons. The inbound the ball will be Diamond Jordan. She gives now to Jocelyn Simmons. Simmons guarded by Schwartz. Looking, she'll drive. Good take, and gets a little bit of a lucky bounce. Trying to draw the foul there was Christinger. Now Schwartz surveys, gives to Los. Los inside of Christinger. Good take, right hand finish is strong and good. Dukes go back up by 5. Now Anderson back the other way, guarded by Schwartz. And she is going to be called for the travel. And a strong start as we saw yesterday here from the Lady Dukes. Up ahead. Schwartz looking around, gives the Fugles Gang. Now inside to Christinger. Christinger out to Megan George. Now, Schwartz having a good start. Tries to go with the left hand, can't do so. Rebound to the Panthers. Jocelyn Simmons looking for something on the offensive side. She'll go left hand up with the right. Can't do it, but drawing the foul. That's going to be a charge. Great take there by Sarah Christinger. And that will result in the second foul on the Panthers. And calling the timeout is Proviso West. So a strong start and a strong showing thus far from the Lady Dukes. And you know, we saw it last night. The 3-point shooting was not necessarily there, but that was not a necessity as Megan Juneman and Sarah Christinger, I believe, both tied as the lead scorers of the ball game with 18 points and a real strong showing, as we said yesterday, in the 57-34 win over Lake Park. And that was a great team with Darian Jordan and a phenomenal Lancer squad. And so out of the timeout with a 7-2 lead, the Dukes will be getting the ball after the charge was called. It's a great take from Sarah Christinger. We go back to it. Fugles Gang looking around, gives inside Christinger. We've seen this before. Schwartz, her third, is going to be good. 2 for 3 on the night. Schwartz with her second and 6 points. 10-2, Dukes lead. Great defense there from Fugles Gang, taken away by Los. Los looking, trying to drive. Loses her dribble, and that will be called as a double dribble. So trying to get on that quick transition offense. Can't do so. A little bit costly there as she gets called for the double dribble. Now Flowers into the front court. Looks, driving, right hand finish is no good, just a little bit short. And here come the Dukes. Now Los into the corner to Schwartz. She's been ice cold from there thus far, or red hot rather. Now giving good little feed from Christinger to Los. She can't finish that one, knocked out of bounds by Anderson. Checking into the ball game now is Sydney Molis, Amaya Rufus, and Megan Juneman. And coming out, Carly Schwartz, Bridget Los, Megan George, and Sydney Fugelsgang. Excuse me, Fugelsgang will stay. And checking in for Proviso West, the next dead ball, and a foul there. That will be called on Kennedy Wade. And at the line goes Fugelsgang. Fugelsgang hits that one, and making her way into the game for the first time tonight is going to be number 15, Nikki Seabrook for the Panthers. Fugelsgang hits both. Be a kick ball, and Fugelsgang trying to force the pass into Jordan. It was Jocelyn Simmons. I believe she'll be called off for the headband. Is Nikki Seabrook. No over and back called there. It's a little bit surprising. Simmons looking around. Good hands there from Juneman and Fugelsgang. Teaming up for the turnover. Now Fugelsgang into the front court for the Lady Dukes. Giving now to Rufus. Rufus back to Fugelsgang. Looking around with an early 10-point advantage. Now Molis on the near side. Giving back to Molis. Now Fugelsgang inside of Juneman. Great offense here, and that's going to be a finish from Megan Juneman. Dukes go up by 12. Putting the immediate trap on was Fugelsgang and Molis. Good hands there from Sydney Molis. Back the other way goes Fugelsgang up ahead of Christinger. Christinger looking, driving, right hand up, drawing the foul. Just the aggressiveness from the Dukes here early, really proving to be effective.
The foul's on number 11, Kennedy Wade. That's her second, team sport.
Christinger hits first, and coming in for the Panthers is going to be Asia Flowers and Bridget Los for the Dukes. And hitting that one is Christinger, so she makes both. 16-2 the score. Just under 3.5 to go in the first quarter, and Christinger just all over Molis. The finish, why not? 18-2 the score. This defense is really working well for the Dukes. Los looking around, gives now to Christinger. Christinger thought about taking that one, doesn't do so, gives to Rufus, and Rufus gives now to Molis. Molis back to Rufus. Now on to Los on the near side. Rufus up top. Now Molis. Juneman loses the handle. And still on the floor, and winning that one is Sarah Christinger. Rufus on to Los. Rufus gives to Molis in the corner. Now back to Rufus. And that foul is going to be called on Diamond Jordan. So good ball movement from the Dukes early.
Foul number 3, Diamond Jordan.
And that is contributing to their 18-2 lead with 2:22 to go in the first quarter. And if you're the Panthers, this isn't what you want. As Rufus misses that one. With 5 fouls, the Panthers into the front court. That 3-ball there is going to be short. Went straight up, and coming up with the rebound is going to be Juneman. Stripping it away. Seabrook. Good trap in the corner. Flowers will drive, goes up, right-hand floater is no good. Rebound by Megan Juneman. Rufus into the front court, gives up to Los. Los looking, driving, kicking out. Molis for 3. It's short, no good. Rebound to the Panthers. Good hands there from Maya Rufus. Knocks out of bounds. This ball's going to stick with the Panthers. Jordan inbounding to Wade. Slowing things down is Flute. Good hands there again from Rufus. And checking in to the ball game now is Carly Schwartz for Sydney Molis. Schwartz, the leading scorer thus far with 8. 2 for 3 from three-point land. Good drive. That one comes up short. Flowers couldn't finish. Now Juneman driving. Good give to Los. Can't finish. Rebound by Juneman. This one will end up with the Panthers, and a foul is going to be called. This one on Carly Schwartz.
The foul's on number 11, Carly Schwartz. That is her first, team second.
1:05 to go in the first quarter. 18-2, the lead for the Dukes. They're saying that ball was touched. We had a pretty good angle from it, and we disagree. So does the York bench. An inbounding ball is Jocelyn Simmons. She'll get it to Flowers. Flowers looking around. Great hands again from Rufus. Gets it to Schwartz. Schwartz looks around. Gives to Chomi, who will meet. Oh, look at this. Schwartz can't get that one. But great rebound there from Chomi. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Going up and drawing the foul is Megan Juneman. 6 early fouls on the Panthers of Proviso West. Contributes to the large lead that the Dukes have at this point. Juneman gets the roll. Coming out with the ball game is Maya Rufus. Checking in is Emma Kluth. And for the Panthers, Jemiah Tate. Juneman gets that one. Automatic. 22 lead for the Dukes. Early 18-point lead. Slowing things down is Flowers. Student section trying to throw him off. Might have done it. That 3-ball off the mark. Rebound by Juneman. 15 seconds and a foul is going to be called. That one comes on number 15, Nikki Seabrook. And already going to the line are the Dukes. Juneman hits that one. Responsible for the last 3 of the Dukes, all coming from the line. She's got 5. Juneman hits both. 20-point lead with 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. Dukes already in the bonus. Up come Flowers to Anderson. Anderson looking, goes up, draws the foul. stand corrected. Jocelyn Simmons on the drive. Now going to the line. Show me called for the foul. Her first and the team's third. Simmons hits the first. If you're the Panthers here, you just, any way you can, just start chipping away at the lead that the Dukes have at this point. Hits that one. Booth into Los. This one taken away by Flowers. And a travel is going to be called on Jemiah Tate. Los looking around. Now Juneman up in front. Show me at the buzzer. Off the mark. So at the end of the first quarter, the score 22-4. We're a one-man band tonight, so we'll be taking a quick break. We'll see you for the start of the second quarter. And for the start of the second quarter, Dukes with the lead, 22-4. Flowers and the Panthers must do something to try and get themselves back into this ball game. Looking, Flowers not doing much. Good hands there from Schwartz. I believe she'll be credited for the block. And now Fugel's getting into the front court. Gives to Los. Los trying to get it inside of Christinger, can't do so. And back the other way comes Simmons, looking. Simmons up, no good. This one was last touched by Bridget Los. The Panthers will have the ball under the basket. And set back into the game is Megan George coming out Bridget Los. Inbound to Simmons. Simmons looking. This foul on the ground will be called for Megan George. Good hands there from George. And to Simmons. Simmons looks, giving. Great hands there from Sarah Christinger. Now on to Christinger. Christinger trying to direct traffic. Now Cluth on a Fugel's gang. Fugel's gang again. Schwartz, the cold-blooded killer from deep. Now Christinger will be called for the travel. So we haven't seen that much electricity from the Panthers. Duke's coming off a red-hot win over the Lancers of Lake Park. A very impressive showing last night. Unable to finish that one with Simmons, and now the Dukes will go back to our left. Buell's gang gives it up to Kluth. Kluth gives now to Schwartz. Schwartz inside to Christinger. Good feed and unable to finish Fugel's gang. That ball tipped by Anderson. Now Tate. Simmons goes up. Nothing going off the glass. And into the hands of Schwartz. Kluth giving to George. George, the jumper, can't do it. Panthers into the front court. That foul will be called on Megan George. Her second and the team's fifth. Now, the Dukes were pretty well disciplined in terms of fouls to begin the game. Starting the second quarter with only 3. They have a quick 2. And relatively close to getting P-Dub into the bonus for halftime. As Kluth comes out, Bridget Lose will check in. And a jump ball. Aggressiveness from Megan George will give the Dukes another opportunity at what else with more points. 5:40 to go in the first half. It's been all Dukes. Fugel's gang looking to Schwartz. Schwartz from the corner. Off the mark, no good. And this one will stick with the Dukes. As we mentioned, a pretty busy day yesterday for York basketball. Christinger to Schwartz. Giving it up now to Fugel's gang is Christinger. Back out to Schwartz. Lose giving out to George. George thought about the 3, doesn't do it, gives to Fugel's gang. Sydney drops down low, can't do it. Now George. Looking good feed inside. Bridget Lose unable to finish. Inside. And that foul will be called on Megan George, her third, drawn by Nikki Seabrook. But as I said, a pretty busy night for York basketball. The boys unfortunately losing away at Hinsdale Central 42-35. Notable inactive for that game was Jeffrey Grace. And at home, the Lady Dukes with a big win over Lake Park. Seabrook looking to make at least one. Can't do it. Rebound by Chomi. Now Schwartz in the corner, back up to Lose. Lose settles back to Schwartz. Now back to Lose. A little bit of hot potato. Fugel's gang looks. Schwartz just misses that 3. Rebound to the Panthers. Into the front court comes Jemiah Tate. Tate looking around, driving. I believe that one went off her shin. Yes, it did. So the ball will go to the Dukes. Megan George on the table being checked out. Just a little blood drawn. Just rub some dirt on it. We'll see her out here shortly. Fugel's gang on to Lose. Inside to Christinger. Christinger looks around back to Los, far side of Schwartz. Schwartz now back to Fugel's gang and slowing things down yet again are the Dukes. Fugel's gang looks outside Schwartz. Schwartz from three, from deep, no good. Rebound by the Panthers. Great aggressiveness there from Christinger. She goes up, right hand, finish is good. Back with a 20-point lead are the Dukes. Just over 3.5 to go in the half. That jumper off the mark, no good. Rolling around. This one winds up in the hands of Schwartz. Bugles gang on to Los. Oh, great movement. And show me. This is outtake that. 26-4. The lead for the Dukes. Great ball movement on the offensive end of things for really this entire half. Not too much on the offensive side of things from the Panthers. And going to the line for the 1-and-1 will be Diamond Jordan. The foul on Bridget Los. So both teams with 7. And so with 2:45, Dukes back the other way. Chom gives to Juniman. Juniman, the jumper from the elbow is off the mark, no good. Rebound to Juniman. This one taken away by Simmons. She'll try the jumper, unable to hit, rebound to Los. Los looking up court, couldn't find anything, gives back now to Rufus. Now Juniman. Surprise no call there. And this jump ball will end up going to the Panthers. So with 2:13 to go, 26-4, 22-point advantage for the Dukes. Risky pass, but getting it through was Flute. Now another jump ball. This time we go the other way. The 2 jump balls within 30 seconds. Rufus and the Dukes into the front court. Molis gives back to Rufus. Rufus inside to Juniman. Now Los goes. Right hand finish. Got the and 1 foul. Yes, we can. The senior with an automatic bucket and a chance to capitalize on the and 1 opportunity. 8 fouls on the Panthers. And getting that is Los. So with 1:45, 29-4, 25-point lead for the Dukes. Looking around is Flute. Good defense here from Los. Looking, driving. Unable to draw the foul, but this one last touched by Jocelyn Simmons. Rufus to inbound, giving to Molis. Molis will take the 3. That one off the mark. Rebound by Chomi. Great hustle there. She goes, and that's going to be a foul call on Diamond Jordan. That will send the Dukes to the line. 2 shots coming up for Kate Chomi. Excuse me, still 1-1. Chomi makes the first. I knew she was going to make the first one, so that's why I said, you know, we got 2 shots coming up. Chance to make it 31-4. Just under 1.5 minutes to go in the first half. As said before, it's been all Dukes. Now Simmons. Rivera, this one up in the air, taken away by Molis. She gives to Los. Los goes up, right hand, unable to do it. Rebound to Molis. She'll go up, nothing called. And now a foul will be called. I believe Caitlin Chomey. And it will be her second. York's 8th. Jock at the line for the 1-and-1. That one off the mark. Last touched by Rivera. Will still be going the way of the Dukes. With 1:11, Bridget Los to inbound and on to Rufus. Rufus looking around. The rest of the defense there from Simmons. Molis back to Rufus. Looking around. Chomey to Rufus. And she will be called for the travel. Unable to get that one was Juneman. And driving now is Simmons, and she will have the first bucket in a while for the Panthers. Still not out of single digits. Now Los inside of Juneman, and Juneman drawing the foul. .36 seconds to go in the first half. Megan Juneman at the line. She hits that one. Juneman gets the second. Automatic from the charity stripe so far tonight is Megan Juneman. She has 8. Looking around, Simmons drives, going up, nothing going. Into the hands of Megan Juneman. She looks up the court, trying to get it to Molis. Molis gathers, and back to Juneman, slowing things down now is Chomey. Chomey back to Juneman. Juneman settles and gives to Molis. 15 seconds to go in the half. Now Juneman giving to Chomey. She'll go up. Could have been called for the foul there. Was Flute, but a strange no call there. So we go back to it. 7 seconds to go in the first half. Inbound to Lowe. She'll go up. Right hand, no good. Rebound by Juneman. She'll go back up. Trying to draw the foul, it looked like. 2 seconds to go. And at the end of the first half, the score, 33-6. All Dukes. We'll see you after the next 10 minutes. Dukes 33. Panthers 6. And now, to start the second half, inbounding the ball for Proviso West is number 12, Jemiah Tate. But the score, 33-6. It was all Dukes in the first half. And to keep a team, no matter what team it is, from getting to double digits, oh, you're pretty good. And so now, the way P-Dub we go. Three-pointer on the way. That one off the mark. Flowers can't do it. This one will stay with the Panthers. Flowers settles things down. Looking. Good little action there off the roll. It's Charity Ederson. Nice little pick and roll there. Good hands for Flowers. And the foul will be called there on Chrisinger. This will only be her first. But if you're Proviso West, you take what you can get in terms of trying to get back in this thing. Down quite a bit. Missing the first at the line is Simmons. She gets the friendly bounce and hits the second. Now installing the full court press of the Panthers. Chrisinger breaks it with these. Gives on now to George. George misses the three. Rebound by Chrisinger. Goes back up and in. Looking around is Flowers. Heard by Fugel's gang. Gives on now to Jordan. Jordan gives it Tate. Tate trying to drive, unable to do so. And a travel called. Duke's been breaking that press pretty easily. Now George. Gives it Chrisinger. Good ball movement here. George unable to gather. No one was out of bounds. And this one last touched by Sydney Fugel's gang. And we'll go the other way. Flowers looking around. Good hands there from Bridget Lose. It's been a night of Duke dominance on both sides of the ball. There's not been much to say about the Panthers. The Duke's just red hot. Going up with that was Jordan. She can't do so. One corralled. Put in by Jocelyn Simmons. Now Fugel's gang into the front court, gives it George. George will shoot the three and make the three. She hits a deep three for Megan George. 38-11, the lead for the Dukes. The senior with the three and going back the other way. 5.5 to go in the third quarter. And Megan George, the senior, on senior night, nailing the three with authority. Oh my goodness. Now Chrisinger inside. Good hands there from Anderson. Now slowing things down again will be Flowers. Flowers, the jumper, is off the mark, no good. Tipped up, going back up and drawing a foul is number 13, Charity Anderson. Dukes with 2 early team fouls. One coming on Fugel's gang, the other on Schwartz. As Anderson hits the first, cuts the lead 30, it's 12. Going for the second here and hitting it. So 38-13 lead. Still remains for the Dukes. Pretty wide margin. And breaking yet again the full court press with ease with Sarah Christinger. They get that ball inside, and immediately looking down court was Christinger, who had 18 last night. Now George, her third three, she nails another one. She's gonna do it. 6 points for Megan George, the senior. 41-13 is what the lead is now for the Dukes. Megan George, back-to-back threes. Now Flowers, looking for an answer, can't do it. Rebound to Christinger. 4.5 to go in the third quarter. And a foul will be called here. Excuse me, no foul. I believe they said that Flowers, I believe her foot was out of bounds. Looks to be the case. Because now Christinger gives to Schwartz. Schwartz back to Fugel's gang. She'll give to Los. Los inside of Christinger. Christinger turns, a good little spin, trying to go up, drawing the foul. This one will be on Anderson. Christinger will go to the line. Shooting 2.
Fouls on 13, Charity Anderson, it's your first.
The first one rims in and out. Now at the line. The second, and gets that one to go. 42-13 the lead for the Dukes. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Looking, Flowers. Trying, good hands from Kerrigan, my goodness. And a foul will be called there on Flowers. So Flowers will be called for the hold. Her first of the game, the Panthers' second of the half. Inbound to Fugel's gang. She gives back to Los. Los losing her dribble, regathers it and gives back to Kerrigan. Kerrigan looking around, gives back to Los. Los gives back to Schwartz. Schwartz three, ball on the way, off the mark, no good. Rebound, and I believe they'll say Los is out of bounds. Carly Schwartz was red hot in the first quarter from the corner. That exact corner where Flute tried the three but unable to come up with it. Now Fugel's gang and the Dukes go back to work. Looking, Fugel's gang breaking it on to Schwartz. Good look to Kerrigan. The and one bucket. Let's do it. 44-13. Sarah Kerrigan with 11 going to the line. Going for 12. Great job drawing the foul there was Kerrigan. Just over 3.5 to go in the third quarter. Kerrigan will get that one. So her 12th point of the ball game nailed with authority from the stripe. Here come Flowers and the Panthers up ahead. Looking, risky pass, got it going. Now from the corner is Simmons. She'll give back. That three-pointer on the way. Tate off the mark. Rebound by Christinger. Looking around, gives a short. Schwartz inside to Los. Los, no foul called, but Fugel's gang fouls it up. It says, I'll take that. 47-13 is what the lead extends to for the Dukes. Flowers gives now to Simmons, and a foul will be called there. This one will come on Bridget Los. Checking in to the ballgame will be Sarah Kesserling, Jess Horn, and McCluth, and Abida Chakavari. Get around, good feed, and finishing that one is Simmons. Inbound to Cluth, out to Chakavari. Got to get it past half court. Good defense here from Simmons. Does so, and a foul will be called, the push on Simmons. 47-15 the score. Cluth trying to spin out of the defense from Flowers. No foul called. Every York fan in the building wanted a foul. It did look like Flowers is getting a little bit too physical there. But a no call. Flowers has been running the show up top for the Panthers. That three ball on the way, no good. Tate couldn't do it. This one back up, rebounded by Tate, and a foul is going to go against the Dukes. That one comes on Sarah Kesserling, her first of the ball game. Now spinning around, going up, rebound Tate. With the left hand, can't do it, rebound to Emma Cluth. Flowers again, I mean, it's getting physical here on the near side. And spinning out of his Cluth. She'll go up, trying to drive, draws the foul. This one comes on Flowers. So Emma Cluth will come to the line. Cluth hits the first. 48-15 is what that free throw extends the lead to for the Lady Dukes. And assuming she'll hit the second, let's do it. 49-15 the lead now. 2 minutes on the dot to go in the third quarter. Looking around is Anderson, on to Flowers. Flowers guarded by Cluth. Surveying, looking around. Trying, Flowers does it. Goes up with the right hand. Good little finish there. And Jess Horn and the Dukes the other way. And a foul is going to be called there on Simmons. Both teams inching closer and closer to the bonus with 1:45 left in the third quarter. Coming in now for the Panthers is Aaliyah Brothers. Inbound to Cluth. Cluth breaks it. Looks up, gives it out to Kesserling. Kesserling tries to go, goes through the legs of Brothers. Now Cluth for three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound by Anderson. Anderson goes up, drives, right hand finish is strong. Horn looks up to Kesserling. That pass off the mark, no good. But this one will stick with the Dukes. Into Kesserling. Kesserling goes up. Good defense there by Anderson. She gives it up now to Mixon. Looking around is Flowers, guarded by Horn. That drive by Mixon and drawing the foul. This one coming. Chakavarty. Nixon misses the first. Coming into the ballgame now for the Panthers is Nikki Seabrook. Coming out is Charity Anderson. Mixon misses that one. Rebound by Kesserling, giving it up to George. A good save there for Sarah Kesserling, and into the hands of Jess Horn, looking to break this aggressive Panther press. Does so. Horn looks around and gives to George. And a travel will be called on Megan George. 49-19, the lead for the Dukes. .30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Flowers trying to get something going. Can't do it, forces her way in. And unable to hit that one. Now Horn the other way, gives up to George. George slows things down, looking around. Trying to get inside of Kesselring, can't do it. And we'll go the other way. .3 seconds to go in the hands of Flowers. Up, right hand, doesn't get it. That shot on, and unable to beat the buzzer is Aaliyah Brothers. So at the end of the third quarter, 49-19, the lead for the Dukes. We'll be right back after this next minute. Now back, resuming play. Emma Kluth on to Schwartz. Schwartz looking, gives to Los. Now on to Kluth. Kluth looks, now gives to Schwartz. Schwartz for her third three is off the mark, no good. Kesserling, strong rebound. Flowers trying to drive, can't do it. A three-pointer on the way. That one no good, unable to hit. Here come the Dukes. Unable to finish was Fugel's gang. Coming out now will be Emma Kluth. Checking in Megan George. So at this point, with a 30-point lead, over a 30-point lead in the fourth quarter, clock will be running. Now Schwartz on to George. George giving to Los. Los trying to drive, does so with the left hand, unable to finish. Kesserling back up and in. Got that one strong. 53-19 the lead. Timeout called by York. So 6:12 to go in the fourth quarter. As we said, a busy weekend for York basketball. The boys losing last night in a tough place to play at Hinsdale Central. And going into that one, you knew it was a big-time game, and unable to pull it off for the Dukes, losing 42-35. They will play again on Monday. Stand corrected, Friday is when they'll get back to it. Needing a strong showing. Jeffrey Grace will be back for that one. Hopefully, fingers crossed, his absence felt last night. The Lady Dukes here at home with a very convincing win. There has not been too much from the Panthers here this evening. It's been all Dukes. Hessling breaks it with these. Horn from the corner. Jess Horn for three. Is off the mark, no good. Rebound by Flowers. She goes, she drives, unable to do it. Kesserling, the defense has been there all night long. Fugels gang drives, trying to get it into Kesserling. Unable to do so. The defense from Anderson too much. Checking back into the ball game is Simmons. Fugels gang gives it George. George blocked there by Anderson. Up front, this three ball on the way. That one strong and automatic. Jemiah Tate on the bucket. As we inch closer to halfway through the fourth quarter. Kesserling looks, strong drive, draws the foul. Real good spin move there from Kesserling. Coming back into the ballgame now is the senior Bridget Lose for Jess Horn. Kesserling hits that one. As we mentioned, with the lead over 30, the clock runs in the fourth quarter, as it is doing so now. So we are halfway through the fourth quarter. This one will go to the Panthers. And just not too much energy from the Panthers of Proviso West. Kesserling, who has really done a great job of breaking the press, looks to do so again. That foul there. Kesserling at the line. Has been near perfect this evening. It's the first. and there's a second. 2 minutes to go. Overtime, the Kentucky-Texas Tech game. 64-64. Flowers goes, drives, unable to do it. Rebounded by the Panthers, and a timeout called by Proviso West. So 1:39 left to go in the ball game. Turning around, another rebound is Sarah Kesserling, the senior. In this lineup at the moment, all seniors. As shown before, senior night here at Dick Campbell this evening. Now looking, driving, Los gives it up, just out of the reach of Megan George. Now Flowers gives to Simmons. Simmons goes up, right hand, no good. Rebound by Mixon. The give to Chalk, no good. Going back up is Mixon, unable to do it. Rebounded to Carly Schwartz. 45 seconds to go in the ball game. 56-22. It's been all Dukes here this evening. And tonight is Fugel's gang looking around. Gives to Schwartz. Schwartz deep three on the way. Off the mark, no good. Rebound to the Panthers. A full timeout called by Proviso West. We'll be right back. The final 30 seconds of senior night here at York. And most likely ending the night with the ball in their hands. Running clock, 15 seconds to go. Winding down towards 10. Los to inbound, giving to Kerrigan. Kerrigan most likely just hold 5 seconds to go in the ball game. And with that, the conclusion of tonight's ball game, 56-22. The Lady Dukes with the win over Proviso West. Back-to-back wins. And with that, we'll say so long. Thank you for joining us. Tonight's presentation of York women's basketball on YSN has been Gavin Hughes. We appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you next time, everybody. Roll Dukes.